The Tobago Football Masters Tournament is going to be taking place from the 12th to the 15th of October, of course, in Tobago. And joining us in studio this morning, we have Geoffrey Edwards, the Tournament Director of SW Touring Limited. Good morning, Geoffrey, and welcome to the show.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here with us. Tell us a little bit about this event that's coming up.
The Tobago Masters Football Tournament is part of the sport tourism niche market and has been in existence for the last 9 years. And we are proud of the fact that we have been able to not only grow the brand from 9 teams, but to be able to grow the brand, to be able to now have over 20 teams in 9 years, and to be rated as one of the top sport tourism football tournaments in the Caribbean for that demographic. And when you speak about demographic, we're talking about persons 40 years and over. We have moved from having a 2-day event to now being a 3-day event for said participants, as I mentioned before, and in doing so, being able to add directly and indirectly to the GDP of the island.
And definitely, and I mean, sport tourism is something that we all need to follow closely and continue to invest in. But interestingly, you said 40 and over, so there is an age limit on this.
Yes, there's an age limit on it. What we would like to do for next year is be able to take it down a notch in terms of having the over 35 age category. So that will be an initiative that we'll be doing for the 2024, which will be our 10th edition. Noting that we have these 2 age categories, over 40 and over 50. Yeah.
Is there any particular reason why?
Because match football, which is culturally, inherently Trinidad and Tobago, is really and truly a market whereby persons of that age, when you're talking about sport for all, has the opportunity to be able to cater for that age group who still want to be able to play football, but not necessarily in a competitive manner, but in a recreational manner,
right,
whereby football, pecan, and having a few sips is all part of the package.
This sounds like a very interesting event, I have to say.
It is very interesting. You have people like Arnold Dwaraker, Stern John. We have footballing legends who will be able to converge on Tobago. And for this year, we will be at the Dwight York Stadium to be able to play in this 3-day event, this 4-day event, as a matter of fact.
Now, you said 9 years, and of course, looking forward to many more. Where do you see this tournament, let's say, in the next 20 years when it comes to sport tourism for Tobago?
It's interesting that you say that, and we are not shy of actually strategically forecasting for the next 20 years. Because when we look at our competitors in Barbados, they actually ran their event for over 22 years. So where do we see ourselves? We want to be able to position Tobago Masters Football Tournament as the premier sport tourism venture for football and Masters football in the Western Hemisphere.
Wonderful.
So that means that we want to be able to cater for the over 35, over 40 and over 50 market, but more so to be able to showcase Tobago as a sport tourism destination, noting that we would have coined Tobago Sporting Paradise. So it gives us the opportunity now to be able to directly showcase Tobago. And even in this year, we have the Tobago Tourism Agency Limited, who is working with us to be able to have Tobago as a sport tourism destination through the event.
Absolutely fantastic. Now, how can people participate in this? We know already there is an age limit, of course, but what about those who may be watching right now and say, yeah, I like a fat match, I want to go across? Exactly,
and that's the thing about it. One of the things you mentioned in terms of going across, the Tobago Masters Football Tournament has taken over in terms of both airfare and also transport, in terms of boat transport as well, right? And so we have counted over 65% of inter-island transfers. So in terms of persons trying to get tickets to go across Tobago for this weekend, it's a little bit difficult. But if it is, you still get a chance and you have a little hookup in Caribbean Islands or the port, find us down at the Dwight York Stadium between the 12th to the 15th, noting that we start at 11 a.m. every day, and we have a well-stocked bar, we have local cuisines, we have Marcus Bacon Shark Limited who will be there, we have snow cone to beat the heat, we have surprises such as free massages for women on Saturday and Sundays. Yes, of course, we have to deal with the wives and girlfriends.
Very good.
Known as the WAGs, who come and support their husbands and boyfriends over that 4-day period. So we do a lot. There's a lot what we do. I must take the time to be able to mention, in terms of our sustainable development goals and our strategic plan that speaks to it, we are partnering with the Tobago Resource Recycling Initiative to be able to ensure that persons are being able to responsibly dispose of their waste. That is part of us going green and being able to speak from a a very unique point of view. And how we as an organization can be able to help protect the environment.
Definitely a win-win situation, and that is so necessary at this time. I mean, we've been seeing Tobago, there's a lot of erosion, landslips, and so much more, and there's a lot of waste.
Yes.
So fantastic move on your part, of course, for ensuring that. SW Touring Limited. Was SW Touring Limited essential in the creation of the Masters Tournament?
Of course, and I want to take the time to mention Mr. Ryan Bumpy Brown, who is the co-founder and also business partner for SW Touring Limited. We came up with the concept at the age of, both of us were 20, 29 respectively, and to go into a market that was 40 years and over, we really built the brand based on grit and tenacity. It took us opportunities to Barbados and St. Lucia, where we literally went to those two destinations to be able to promote the Tobago Masters Football Tournament. SW Touring Limited is a sport event management and marketing company who has done community, national and sport tourism events, both in Trinidad and Tobago and also regionally.
Now, over the past 9 years, and of course forecasting into the future, how has it been received, particularly by corporate Trinidad and Tobago, when it comes to investment? Is this something that you're seeing the nation saying, all right, I want to invest in this and see it grow?
Honestly speaking, I would say no, but at the same point in time, we are not going to sit down on the fact that they are not seeing it. We have to continue to push. And I must be grateful to the team this year who has done a ridiculously wonderful job in terms of marketing it, so that corporate Trinidad and Tobago, when it is they get a package for the 2024 edition or 10th edition, they will definitely look up to it. But we also have to give credit to those who took the chance with us and being able to see the value of sport tourism and more so the Tobago Masters Football Tournament and what can it bring to the island. You're talking about over 400 athletes. Multiply that by 2, and then you add another factor. You're looking at over 1,000 persons over a 4-day period. You understand? Who's coming across inter-island transfers to Tobago and adding directly to the GDP of the island through accommodation, ground transportation, entertainment, food and beverage consumption. So we actually know that this is a product that will continue to grow. From a business standpoint, 10 years is normally what they say. So we look forward to 10, whereby more of corporate Trinidad and Tobago can be able to partner with us.
Wonderful. Where can we get more information about this?
It's as simple. You could contact us at 78sport. Yes, 78sport, 787-7678, or swtouringteam.com. swtouringteam@gmail.com, or you can find us on Facebook at SW Touring Limited.
Wonderful. Joffrey, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Looking forward to seeing sport tourism really take over. You're onto a good thing, man.
I'm looking forward to seeing Walkers kick a ball.
Good luck with that.
Oh, thanks again, Joffrey.
Thank you very much.
The Tobago Masters Football Tournament is going to be happening. Make sure that you follow them on all social media platforms and get involved. Have fun, and remember to protect the environment. We'll be back in a few.